When Donald Trump was running for office, he made a lot of promises. And one of the promises he made was that he would not cut Social Security.
Hey guys, welcome back again to the channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So in today's video,
Trump is better on the economy. Y'all, his agenda is literally huge tariff hikes, cutting high-skill immigration, deporting millions of workers, doubling the deficit, and ending monetary independence. This is an economist's worst nightmare.
When Donald Trump was running for office, he made a lot of promises. And one of the promises he made was that he would not cut Social Security. He made that promise over and over again on the campaign trail. But guess what? That was a lie. He's not even in office yet. It's only been a few weeks since the election, and already he and the MAGA Republicans in Congress are already talking about cutting Social Security. And not just Social Security, but also Medicare and other entitlement programs. Now, I know that you MAGA cultists didn't think that you were voting to cut Social Security, but you were. Now, when the world's worst pathological liar, who's running for office essentially to stay out of prison as his primary reason for running, when someone that desperate and that much of a despicable liar makes a promise to you, the smart thing would be not to believe it. But you did, because you're in a cult. And, you know, you voted for Trump to own the libs. And guess what, geniuses? You just owned yourselves.
So, I've been talking a lot about Social Security and Medicare, and also the cuts that they're going to make, or they're proposing to cut, to veterans' health care. And I just got to thinking, my ADD mind, started thinking, didn't I always pay a tax for Social Security and a tax for Medicare? Absolutely. So then that got me also to thinking, Social Security and Medicare does not add to the deficit. As a matter of fact, I looked it up, and Social Security has a $2.8 trillion surplus that is in trust funds. However, Congress has borrowed $1.7 trillion of it. Let that sink in for a minute. So when Republicans say that we have to cut Social Security and Medicare to balance out the deficit, here's what they're really saying. Because they've paid for unfunded wars, they've given so much tax breaks to the rich and subsidies to corporations, what they're really saying is they want to cut Social Security and Medicare so they don't have to pay you back. Because Social Security is scheduled to run out in 2033. Let that sink in for a minute. And I already know that MAGA is going to come up with a way to excuse this. Let's make this go viral. Remember to like, comment, and share.
so I saw a video of Trump saying that they're not going to cut Social Security. I think it was in an interview during his campaign, and he said that he's not going to cut Social Security just like every other Republican. So I'm so surprised right now. I'm seeing people saying that they're asking people to make, sacrifices, and they're going to be cutting Social Security. I'm just so shocked right now. Let's go watch this man's video, then we'll come back and talk now.
There's a lot of tough talk out there about how we're going to have to make some cuts. Folks are going to have to buckle down. They're going to have to make sacrifices. It's going to be hurt. It's going to hurt, so to speak, as Elon, I believe, said it. And there are a lot of politicians who are talking the same thing, particularly MAGA politicians. I say, okay, fair enough. Folks got to buckle down, even though they paid into these entitlement benefits of Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid, and particular ones that are at a certain point, either because of health needs or because of age, they're already getting their benefits, and you're like, nah, got to take a cut. Okay, fine. We all got to take a cut. But it starts with you. We paid for those entitlements and benefits. We, the people, pay your salary as public servants in Congress. So we are going to say, if we're going to take a 20-30% cut, you're going to take the same percentage cut that you're asking people who've already paid into their entitlement benefits. You should be taking the same cut on your salary. Now, I could hear it. Well, I can't live off of that. Well, how are they supposed to live off of taking a 20-30% on their entitlement benefits and have to make a choice between the housing over their head, heating their house, gas in their car so they can go to their job that they have to help fill the void, feeding their kids, feeding themselves, canned tuna or ramen noodles. Because eating another better dietary substance, that's off the table. So again, if they have to take 20 to 30%, you lead by example. You take the same 20 to 30% pay cut on your salary. And if you can't make ends meet, pick up a part-time job. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps. You got this. You do the same. You lead by example, since you're going to say do all that. It's only fair. And on top of it, a lot of them, meaning elected officials, work with lobbyists. Big pharma and insurance companies are big into lobbying. But a lot of these elected politicians there in Congress, they're not holding big pharma and insurance companies to the same standards they do other industries when they pull in leaders and say, sit in front of us and we're going to grill you. They wouldn't do that, and they don't really do it. Just saying. So, why? Well, I understand you follow the money. Anyway, to land the plane on this one here, to paraphrase Martin Luther King Jr., the moral arc of the universe is long, but justice is served. And it's going to correct itself. I'm paraphrasing, I didn't say it right, but you got the point. Thanks for watching.
He's saying that, if you said that people should try and cut some things, it should start from the head, right? All the people at the top, the leaders had to lead with example, okay? Lead by example, start showing it by cutting your own too as well, not just telling people to make sacrifices when you're not ready to make sacrifices, right?
Spousal Social Security benefits did not end. Did not end. If you are going to draw Social Security, you could either draw your own. If you didn't work very much, you might want to draw as a spouse, off your spouse's work record. There's different rules whether you're married or divorced, but spousal Social Security, the ability to draw off your spouse instead of your own. Some stay-at-home moms don't have any work record. To draw off your spouse or your qualified former spouse, where the marriage lasted 10 years, did not go away. I cannot tell you the hundreds and hundreds of people that have said, well, the Social Security Administration say it ended. It ended last year, or it ended unless you were born in 1954. Just a whole bunch of random excuses why it ended. It did not end. Spousal Social Security is intact. The rules are the same. Something called file and suspend ended, changed in 2016, but spousal benefits survive on.
So Trump is actually not in office yet, so we can't even say that this is what has happened, okay? It's all speculations until he come in by January, right? So let's just give it time and wait, okay? Because he said himself that he's not going to cut Social Security like every other Republican, okay? But I'm so surprised that this is coming out right now. So let's just watch and wait and be hopeful that he doesn't do that, right? Anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. All right, let me know what you think, and please do subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Also, do give this video a thumbs up so more people can see. Thank you so much for watching. See you on my next video. Bye, guys.